ready to go when you are. Sure.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Hi, Mary. My name is Bill. I'm going to be your physician assistant student today, and just going to talk to you about weight loss. Okay, so I have here that you have a past medical history of hypertension and diabetes. Is that correct?
Yes.
Type 2?
I do.
Okay, and you take metformin, 500 milligrams. All right, and then your last visit was 6 months ago.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So 6 months ago, we got a hemoglobin level of A1C, or hemoglobin, we got an A1C level and an HTTZ. We're just going to reassess the A1C and also ensure that the HTTZ is still working.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to go ahead and get your height and weight for today. We got that. And so I just want to say here, this is the chart that we normally look at people's height and weight and compare them and put them in a category of normal, overweight, or obese. You're right here on the chart. So according to this chart, the body mass index, you are obese. And my goal today is really just to help you kind of live healthier and lose some weight, and so that we can get that BMI at a better state. So, are you ready to talk about weight loss?
Yes.
Okay. So it's definitely going to be tough because you do have diabetes and you have hypertension, so you're already limited to your food options. Could you tell me a little bit about your diet?
Yeah, so normally for breakfast, I like to go to Wawa, but I do get low fat, so I get a low-fat sausage and egg sandwich in the morning. And then for lunch, I get a wrap with turkey and cheese with a bag of chips.
Mm-hmm.
And then for dinner, I normally like to eat chicken, but I don't like to take the skin off. So I eat roasted chicken with skin, and then I eat it with a lot of rice. And then I love blue cheese dressing, so I normally eat a salad with blue cheese dressing. And then I've been trying to be a little bit healthier, so I'll eat like a piece of fruit for dessert.
Well, I'm happy about the dessert option. So what exactly will you get at Wawa? And does it change day by day?
No, that's normally what it is. I like to get those breakfast sandwiches from there. I like the way they cook them.
Yeah. They are good. I will agree with you. And will you make that turkey and cheese yourself for lunch?
It depends. Sometimes I buy it. Sometimes I make it myself. I don't really pay attention.
Right. Are you eating that with white bread? Or wheat bread, whole wheat?
A wrap, so just a white wrap.
Okay. And for the rice at dinner with your roasted chicken, are you doing that with white rice or brown rice?
I don't really have a preference. I just like a lot of rice.
Okay. About how many cups of rice are you eating for dinner?
I never measure. I just eat until I'm full.
Okay. Do you know about how many roasted pieces of chicken you're having?
No, I don't measure. Not really. It's
Mm-hmm.
healthy. Chicken's healthy, so I don't really know how much I eat.
And for lunch, is it just the one turkey and cheese sandwich?
Mm-hmm. And then a bag of chips, too.
All right, so I'm just going to point out a couple of things from this. I would suggest, I know that Wawa is a great option. It's quick, it's easy, it's very accessible, and it's usually those sandwiches are pretty cheap as well. I would advise you to maybe not eat Wawa for breakfast. I would say maybe have a bowl of cereal in the morning, or have maybe some fruits in the morning too. But we also want to watch your sugar levels with the diabetes. So are you taking your sugar levels before meals, after meals? How many times a day are you?
Normally after I eat, so like 3 times a day. Sometimes I'll forget a meal or two, but it's pretty regular.
So you've been successful with metformin and hydrochlorothiazide.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So for other options for breakfast, there's plenty of options. You could have a banana,
A banana?
A banana,
That's
sure.
it?
Well, you could have some more with that. You can put it on some wheat toast. I would avoid all whites, all white bread, all white rice, and everything like that. So for dinner, I would advise you to definitely be eating a little bit more brown rice than opposed to the white rice.
Okay.
So Yeah, for breakfast, yeah, you could have that banana, and you could cut it up and slice it up and put it on a piece of toast.
Well, the problem is I don't really have a lot of time, so
Hmm.
sometimes the reason I get it at Wawa is because I just pick it up. So
Right.
sometimes I don't have time to. I guess I could take a banana on the road, but
Okay. Do you think that maybe you could make it at night, possibly?
oh, that's a
Put
good
it in the
idea. I never
fridge?
thought of that.
All right, if you had time, yeah, that's another option. The turkey and cheese sandwich, you say you're putting on a white wrap. I would also advise that to be a whole wheat wrap or anything but kind of the white bread. And the bag of chips, probably not the best idea. You might want to supplement that with, strawberries or another fruit-based or vegetable-based substance.
Okay.
Not so much a processed bag of chips. And the dinner, roasted chicken. Yeah, chicken's great choice. With the rice, again, I would suggest the brown rice, and the fruit dessert, that's definitely a plus. So that's great that you're doing that. And so that's more so the diet. And are you snacking in between those?
Not really.
Okay, that's good. It's really good. How do you feel, physically or
I feel
mentally?
good. I would really like to lose some weight though. I tried Jenny Craig and it did work. It was super expensive. It worked for me, but then as soon as I stopped, I gained all the weight back, and even like a little bit more. So I was maybe thinking I'd like to lose about 60 pounds, but I really don't want to try another one of those like special plan diets. I'd like to do it like the natural way.
Okay, well, we can set up a plan right now. So with the Jenny Craig, what do you think made that successful?
Well, they all come pre-made, so that
Right.
made it really easy.
Were you exercising with that?
Not anything more than I am now.
You are exercising currently?
Maybe once every 2 weeks.
All right, so I would advise you to try to get those numbers to be as high as possible. The goal is to exercise about 150 minutes a week, and you can break that up over 5 days, and that's just kind of moderate intensity workouts. So maybe you could just go for walks and maybe walk the dog, or go with somebody that you know and just go for walks. Or you could do a 75 minutes a week with some vigorous activity, which would definitely be a little bit more intense than the walking. I would suggest that we would kind of start with the 150 minute and break that up over 5 days. We can start with that, see how that goes. If you like that, then we can switch over to the 75 minute. And yeah, we can go from there. So what exercises have you done in the past that you have felt were successful?
Well, in the summer, I swim with my kids.
Okay. Do you have a pool at home?
No, when we go to the beach, sometimes I'll go in the ocean.
Okay.
And then in the summer, I'm more inclined to like walk around. I've never really done any vigorous workouts. Like I've never ran a marathon or
That's okay, neither have I.
anything like that.
I would say, yeah, because of that, we could definitely not start with a vigorous activity. I think that would be a little bit too much, especially with the hypertensive risk. Definitely don't want to jump straight into
Well, I
that
would really like to lose the 60 pounds in the next 6 months.
in the next 6 months.
Is
Okay.
that possible?
Well, we can work on it together, and we can definitely do our best. I think that if we start with a 150-minute plan, that would be great.
Okay.
And because we're coming up on the summer now, that's also a plus. I know that the winter months are tough. It's definitely tougher to get out there and exercise. So, yeah, I would say we're definitely looking forward to the summer months. And yeah, do you guys have a dog, a pet dog?
No, we have cats.
Cats? Okay. All right, well, I guess it's good you're not allergic to cats. So, what else do you think you can do besides swimming or just kind of extra walking around? I mean, what's your occupation?
So I actually am a stay-at-home mom.
Okay.
So my day really consists of just doing things for the kids, errands, things like that. So I'm busy most of the time.
That's fair, definitely. I would say maybe we could set a goal for that exercise to take place. Do you think you could do it maybe before the kids? Like, what time do you wake up in the morning? Well, I know it's definitely tough to probably get them ready for school and pack the lunch and everything like that.
Yeah, so we leave the house. I drop them off at school at around like 7:30ish. We leave for school at 8.
Okay. Do you think maybe you could go to the gym after that, or maybe we could set that. I think it would be helpful if we set a block of time every day that's when it was going to occur.
Well, I normally go grocery shopping, but I could push that back, and I could join the gym that I used to belong to, and maybe do a workout for an hour and then go grocery shopping.
Okay, so that's plus. But I think a lot of our patients that we see, they respond best to the regimented treatment of setting a time every day that they're going to work out. And I would say that we can start with that, and we can see how that goes for 2 to 3 weeks, and we can have you come back in after that. And if that's working for you and your blood pressure is still maintaining the same, I don't want you to overexert or anything like that, then we can increase the exercise habits and maybe do some different exercises, and we can go over those at the next visit, and we can go from there. And with a different diet, avoiding those white rice, those heavy starch, heavy carbs, I think will be very beneficial.
Okay.
Okay?
I think I can try that.
Okay, sounds great. Thanks, Amber.
Thank you.